Hello YouTube, we got a second place before you click off. Chamber, well actually it's like a Dragonmaid Dragon deck with Anthony.
It's a boneless Dragonmaid deck. It doesn't play like Dragon Link, it plays like Dragonmaid, and the deck's really good. It's not as good as Dragon Link obviously, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and he got second place with it the other day, so just show us what you played.
Sure. So regular Dragon Chamber Dragonmaid is kind of okay, but these are the best normal summons outside of black. So you play 3, 3 and 1, Foolish, Search. Anytime you draw any of these, it's a seals, except for this one. This one's like the worst one, but you summon this one off the seals and the deck, it's really good. That is the function of the deck. You make a seals and you pass. And that's pretty good against everything besides Dragon Link and Drytron. But there's other cards that we beat them. So yeah. So this, 1 card seals. That's why you play it. You don't do it to do anything fancy with it. Also, you can fuse with this to make show. So the Dragon Link part is 1 and 1. These cards are better in other decks, but in this deck, its main function is to be a dragon you can summon to be an extender. It's a tuner to help you make Chaos Ruler, to help you mill, so you can make your Dragonmaid cards even better. And yeah, Tracer's a crazy card. Also, just to say that I don't play the other Dragonmaids. If you watch a lot of Dragonmaid profiles, they always say I play one of the big ones or one of the pink one or whatever. Those cards suck. You really don't need them. They don't come up enough.
This isn't like a pure variant, so
yeah, even like in pure variants, like the bricks, like they're just really not good. These cards do more than those other cards, so yeah. Just to explain that real quick. And then how you beat Dragon Link and Drytron is 3 Droll and 3 Gamma Driver. So I don't play Ash and I don't play Veiler. I do side Veiler and I kind of want to find room for Ash, but so this card is like the best card against every deck right now, or every real deck, because this deck can absolutely curb stomp any bad deck right now. Anything that's trying to grind or anything trying to play the game for more than 1 or 2 turns, like, you know, random examples being like Eldritch or like Shadal or something like that. The Dragonmaid cards are actually insane against this deck. I think this deck has an amazing matchup with everything, but against those unfair decks, like, you need to play stuff like this or else you won't have a chance. Like my one tie, which kept me from getting first, was partially, you know, couldn't really control it, but went to Drytron. I ended up playing against Prank Kids and Compulse Deck is crazy, and playing against Eldritch, I mean, sorry, not Eldritch, Zoo is Compulse Deck is crazy, so yeah. 3 Hospitality for spells. This card's really bad when you don't have a Dragonmaid. 3 Guard Dragon. This card is like the combo card of the deck. This card does more in this deck than it does in regular Dragon Link, which is kind of crazy. And 3 Quick Launch because it's a dragon. And then 3 Pot. Regular Dragon Link can't play this card obviously because they need every card. This card's really good. So yeah. And then 1 Boot, and I guess it's part of the combo to pop it, and then 1 Changeover. And this card's very good. This card is like a boneless Dragoon, and you are able to fuse, because I don't play the big Dragonmaids, but you're able to fuse with Red MD, and you're able to fuse with Chaos Ruler, you're able to fuse with Savage. So yeah, very relevant. And then play 3 Tiding and 3 Imperm. So basically, when you play against Drytron, you know, Droll Gamma Nib is good, Imperm's really good. Imperm on Fafnir is like really strong, and then Tiding on anything is really good. And in a lot of decks that stop you, you're able to set an Imperm, set Tiding, and you have like a way to interrupt. It's really cool.
So that's your main deck. It was 40 cards, right?
Yeah, 40. Probably play 43 with Ash maybe one day, possibly. So 2 Striker, not 3, because we play other cards. 1 Pisty, 1 LP. So the main reason I wanted to try this deck is because whenever you lose this card on the probable next ban list, the deck still functions mostly the same. And then Crossroads, this is part of the combo. This is part of the combo, so this and this are like relevant. And then the reason why the deck is literally playable is seals. The only reason why this deck has a shot at being any bit of playable after a ban list is because any Dragonmaid, and you put in Grave for seals, he seals out into Nurse, and Nurse does everything during your opponent's turn, and that's really, really strong. So yeah. And 1 Sword, you'll probably banish this off of Prosperity 8 out of 10 times. and 1 chaos roller. So whenever you have Tracer and you need to load up your grave for dragons, this is the way to do it. It's really, really strong. And then this, if you want to put a negate up, and that kind of comes up more than this, but you know, flex spots are really good. And then 2 show and 1 of this. This was wrong. I didn't really have like a lot of testing before, but I knew what all the cards did. So this tags out into this, and then you don't get to make another one. That's where I punted. It should have been 2 of these and 1 of this, because this can always make 2. And so yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then the side deck is 3 Valor, just for Fafnir. It's really strong. 3 Lancia for Tri-Brigade. Also, this is really good against Tri-Brigade. Also, Imperm and Gamma and Droll are all pretty solid against Tri-Brigade. That was also one of my matches I played with Tri-Brigade, because you just compulse them and you have a way to interrupt the special, and they're good to go. Then for spells, I played 2 Twin and 1 Duster. I couldn't find room for a 3rd Twin, but you know, as the back row is strong, and this is like kind of a control deck, so you do want to kind of stun them, and that explains why I play anti-spell. But yeah, you don't want to get stunned in the game, so you need to have cards like this to help you beat like those kind of annoying cards like Revolt and stuff like that. And then to help beat those decks, those annoying little trap decks, they play evenly. This card is very clutch. So yeah, there's that. And then last 2 cards, anti-spell. So when you go first, you set the anti-spell, and if they're playing any deck that's just relying on like normal spells, you just seals bounce 1 of your cards, or any of your face-up cards to get yourself started, or the normal summon in their bad deck, and then you start getting to a bunch of cards, and then you could also bounce your anti-spell and to summon your Dragonmaids at end phase, and then they just start losing really fast. So yeah.
Alright, well, thank you. Anthony, is there anything you would change, or you just probably gonna keep it like this so far?
I don't really know like what I necessarily would change. Like there's cards like I want to play like Kitchen. That card kind of sucks, because like it doesn't net you any advantage and just adds a dragon and dumps it, so I don't know, that's very good. Or I don't know if I want to play 3 Hospitality, because I'm not playing a big count, but this card is technically like a starter and an extender, but you need to have like another card, so it's kind of weird. Yeah. But yeah, I don't really know. It's pretty solid. Kind of want to find room for Ash. I don't want to play 43, but I might have to just to play it, but yeah.
Alright, well, thank you for your deck, and good job on 2nd place. Alright, please subscribe, by the way.
Please subscribe. Thank you, Robbie Cole, for shouting us out so many times. Love you.
Woo!